friends, as a part of Journey with Dr. Kalathia, I have been asked to present something about repertory. Myself, Dr. Ganeswara. I am from Andhra Pradesh, India, from Amalapuram, a small town. So as a part of this repertory course, as I said, I have been asked to something present about repertory. I would like to tell something about the utility of repertory in homeopathic practice. This is one of the most important and most favorite aphorisms from Dr. Hahnemann's aphorisms in Organon, aphorism 83, which says, it demands of the physician nothing but freedom from prejudice and sound senses, attention in observing and fidelity in tracing the picture of the disease. This is the most important thing in case taking, in observation, in making repertory of a homeopathic practice. That is why I would like to present this one before you. So, the words fidelity must be given most importance, observation and fidelity. So, what is the importance of repertory in homeopathic practice? Patient will explain many symptoms, a maze of symptoms, and we have many medicines. To search in that maze of symptoms, we will get confused. Not to be confused, we need an index, and that is what we call repertory. I will tell you something about Dr. Hahnemann. During Hahnemann's period, they had only 100 or 112 medicines. In spite of having 112 medicines, he needed a repertory, an index. At that time, they didn't call it repertory. They call it an index, which called the Fragmenta de Rebus Medica Mentorum Positivis. So, with a person like Hahnemann, when he needed a repertory, and with the number of medicines he had only 112 or something, and nowadays there are many medicines we have, more than I think 8,000. So why not we? And with the maze of symptoms, with the maze of information and the maze of source information, we may get lost where to get the information. We get confused. For that we need a definitive index. That is what we call repertory, to make things more exact and make our prescription more surer, to make the patient sick to cure, as it is termed. As an example, I would like to tell two examples. Recently, I was going through the online course of repertory exercises with Dr. Kalathia. There he presented a case and he asked to solve. In that case, the lady is a very soft-spoken lady, very gentle mind person, with a loathing of life. She wanted to commit suicide, and the way she narrated the things, she wanted to commit suicide in a very painless way, which can be very simple one. So how are we going to convert this one into rubric, into repertory, or you will get from Materia Medica? It's a very difficult thing. For that, I have searched in repertory directly. Suicidal disposition, easiest way, asks questions as to quickest end. The only medicine, lag deferratum. My friends, I have used this medicine for a long, but I never knew this symptom. And this is the importance of the repertory, without which you will get lost. And another example, this is a case from my practice. A patient came to me, a boy, very violent cough. While coughing, what happened is he would just This is the gesture he used to show. So the knees being bent upwards and the head being bent forward. Jerking type of head cough. So this is the observation. You have to convert and find it from your medical sources. There is no way. Only the way is repertory. You can do that this way. Cough, violent, spasmodic jerking of head forward and knees upward. There you go. And with the other information from the mother, I could able to confirm that medicine, and he got better, much better. So how to make a systematic repertorization? To make a systematic repertorization, first of all, you have to have your case firm and exact. To have an exact firm case, you have to be very grounded while taking the case, because without prejudice, we make a lot of mistakes of keeping things around, lot many things while taking the case, like going for some choice of remedy and all. You don't have to do that. Just keep things in simple. Keep your mind blank completely, like a stupid way, as Dr. Shankaran says. I'm just kidding. Just go with the patient, nothing else. Because a good case taking make the job half done. So there should be no interpretations, nothing to be framed. Take pure symptoms, whatever been expressed, whatever been said, and whatever be shown by the patient. Exact. Take the exact descriptions and expressions. Have an open listening. Don't interpret. Take in detail information. Listen for the peculiars. Wait till you find the exact and peculiar ones. Don't be in a hurry. Be flexible while having the information. Try to see the organ affected, the pathology involved. Go for the chief complaint. Go with the chief complaint most of the times. The location, sensation, modalities, concomitants, the PQRS, peculiar, rare and strange symptoms. The exciting factors, the mental symptoms, dreams, delusions, fears, situations. Observe very carefully and ask what is the effect of chief complaint of the patient in his life, overall life, and that will bring out entire information gathered. Then you should consider the repertorization. Generally, I keep these lines on my table as a commandment. Look, observe, listen, experience, understand, analyze and prescribe as a guidance. Now, the importance of conversion of the patient's language into repertory language, this is the most important aspect while making an analysis. Here comes the importance of the repertorization, and it will show the road to make a prescription. Generally, the people who are in this course, you might have gone through the earlier lecture of Dr. Kalathia, where he beautifully differentiated the ways of repertorization. There are factual and conceptual repertorizations. I don't go with the things in detail because you have already had it from Dr. Kalathia. Just I would like to show the smallest examples possible to make you aware. Factual repertorization means things having exactly from the patient, nothing from your pocket and all. So the factual repertorization you can do like this. As an example, the patient will come to you, he will say, "Doctor, I am feeling my vision very blurred during headache." Just simply, you don't have to interpret anything, just open up your repertory and say, open up the vision chapter in complete repertory, whatever you have. Blurred vision, headache during. Simple. This way. Gather all the symptoms. And another one is the conceptual repertorization. In conceptual repertorization, you need to have to be very thorough with the mind symptoms exactly, and the delusions chapter, the dreams chapter. You should be able to compare all these things very diligently. Here I would like to say something, and I would like to show something. Some of the physical symptoms are also very well represented in my chapter. Like, for example, cough. See, this could be come from your observation also. Anxiety, cough, not many. Confusion, delirium, dreams, fear, motion of coughing, not many. So, sometimes you may feel like these are conceptual, but actually these are not conceptual. You can consider them as a factual. Conceptual is something else. It pertains to the dreams, delusions, and all different mind chapters and all. And the systematic analysis and all comes under this. So, as an example, I would like to tell you. Patient will come to you with a trivial symptom, like for example, a small spot on his skin. Patient will come to doctor. This small spot. I am very much worried about this. This may prove to be very drastic. Do something, please. So how are you going to interpret? There comes the conceptual idea. Okay. One of the ideas: rest cannot when things are not in proper place. How nicely there comes the idea of restlessness and idea of the arsenic, the carcinosin, plaquenil, and all. And the second example I would like to give as a part of conceptual repertorization, the patient, actually this is a case of mine. Recently when a mishap happened in Hyderabad, you might have known, all of you, Disha Sarif case. Actually my patient, he's a elementary school teacher. He came to me, actually their relatives brought him with acute panic disorder. So after going, see what he said, after going through this incident and these news clippings, he felt very much panic. What he said is, actually I was also very surprised. He said, what if I will commit rape on my students, those little girls? What will happen? I will be kept in jail, police will come and all. What will be the future of my family and all? This is actually, he narrated all this in a very frantic way, very anxious way, very panic way. And later on inquiring, he said, if I see a knife, I feel like I will stab my son and my daughter, my wife. This is the kind of thing. So I took a simple rubric of just from delusion chapter, mind, delusions, crime, about to commit. It's simple, only one medicine we have it for it, Calibrom. And whoever go with the Calibrom remedy will beautifully understand the RO4 qualities and all, and the police and crime ideas of it, broming and all, and so on. So this is the idea of conceptual repertorization. So after going, selecting and all the symptoms from your patient and the case, how to confirm? Because just going through repertory and coming to the repertorial chart, it is not sufficient. Repertory, as I said, it is an index only. So you have to confirm from the source. So some of the medicines you will get in the repertorial chart. So from that you have to select the exact medicine. It cuts short the search, and it will give you some of the medicines from which you can select. From where you have to select? There comes the idea of source. The idea is to match the essence of the patient with the essence of the remedy. For that, we have the source book, a Materia Medica, provings, and a lot many toxicological effects. Even from internet, Google, you can have information. And like more advanced methods like sensation method, kingdom matching, personal evolution method, not many things. Okay. Source books like Herring's Guiding Symptoms, Mitra Medica Pura, Artax Mitra Medica, Clark's Dictionary, so on, so on and so forth. Okay. So, which one to use? Which repertoire to be used? We have lot many repertories in our homeopathic armamentary. This is the most important thing. After taking the case, which one to use? And this is also going to be decided by the patient only. It is not what we are going to decide. As Dr. Kalathia said, factual and conceptual. You divide it. If it is a case of factual, my friends, the first one I would like to share with you is Therapeutic Pocket Book, the first repertory invented by Dr. Clemens von Boninghausen, a legendary personality. Hahnemann treated him the best repertory, as you know. In this repertory, actually, during repertorization and choosing repertory, you have to understand first of all the structure of repertory. Until and unless you understand the structure and the philosophy behind repertory, it will be very difficult to choose the repertory. Okay. So during Hahnemann's time and even Boninghausen's time also, they are well aware of the confusing ideas of the mind symptoms. So they wanted to keep things very simple for us. Even for a beginner also, they wanted to make things simple. That's why they made it all the repertories in their time like this. This repertory, a wonderful repertory. Actually, the therapeutic pocket what we use now is edited by Dr. T.F. Allen, but the original repertory, which was created in 1846, I think, that contained only 112 medicines, whereas the now which we using right now, it has got more than that. Anyhow, the idea is same. So it can be used when there is positive symptoms, no presence of marked mental, rare and strange symptoms. Common symptoms. With the common symptoms only you can get it. Where modalities are predominant is the most important one here. Where particulars and concomitants are marked. Where are the more pathological and objective symptoms you find, you have to use this repertory. I will show you just a clip of the therapeutic pocket book. So this is the mind, then parts of the body and organs, then comes sensations and complaints, then comes sleep and dreams, fever. In fever you have circulations and all different chapters, perspiration and all, and alternation of state modalities chapter. And this is one of the most important idea coined by Dr. Boninghausen, concordance and medicaments. And the second one I would like to mention is Dr. Cyrus Maxwell Bogus, wonderful repertory, BBCR. My friends, 80% of cases, if you want to solve, just use this. Beautifully you can do that. I'm sorry, I don't undermine all other repertories, because this is very handy and very nice repertory to use. Try to understand the structure and the philosophy behind the repertory and use it. You will get wonderful results, wonderful results. And some of the chapters on this in this repertory are very beautiful. The fever chapter, wonderful. Nowadays we are going through so many fever cases, the dengue fevers, the malarial, any kind of difficult fevers for which the allopaths feel very difficult to treat. We can treat very easily, I promise you. And another chapter, and for example I am saying another chapter, the in sensations chapter we have infants. Most of the infants elements will come through this. So you can use it very nicely. Simply you can use it. So BBCR also comes under the purview of the factual repertorization. The doctrine of complete symptoms, doctrine of pathological symptoms, doctrine of causation and time, clinical rubrics, evaluation of remedies, the fever totality and concordances, as I told you. Go with this, you will enjoy. And the next one, Pathak's Repertory. This is also a wonderful repertory which has been conceived by Dr. S.R. Pathak based on the philosophy of Dr. Cyrus Maxwell Boger's synoptic key. When you get generalities and genuines are prominent, and generalizing the local symptoms, you can use very beautifully. Dr. Shankaran uses it very frequently, not frequently, always he keeps Pathak's Repertory in hand. Actually, in my one of my advanced courses while in Other Sang Academy, he told me that by far I might have told at least 10 to 12 copies of Pathak's Repertory. Just he turns while taking this beautifully. Such an important repertory it is. You can use it very nicely. And it is designed in alphabetical method. I will show you just a small. See, everything is in alphabetical order. And next comes the Boric Repertory. Boric Repertory has been coined in a clinical methodology. Most of the symptoms here mentioned are according to the clinical array, because at that time most of the homeopaths came from allopathic fraternity, so they mostly gave importance to clinical symptoms and all. That's why you will find Boric Repertory is the clinical one. So when there are character symptoms are missing and clinical and pathologicals are coming up, you can use it. And this is I think one of the most popular repertories all over for a beginner also. With clinical diagnosis also you can go with it, but a little bit caution. And this is the main repertories generally we use, most of us in practice. With the constitutional approach, taking broad mind state combined with physical and generals, different areas of case, you can use this. Most popularly used the Kent's Repertory and the synthesis. These synthesis and complete repertory, these both are incorporated on the philosophy of and design of Kent Repertory, but in synthesis and complete repertory, all the other information from all other repertories also has been incorporated. So you have more choice and more information. And here comes the Nair Repertory. Nair Repertory is very undermined repertory by most of the physicians. Very few physicians use this, but it has got its own importance in homeopathic pattern, because all the symptoms have been the rubrics which you find in Kent's Nair Repertory are not like the other repertories. The direct proving symptoms of the guiding symptoms has been incorporated into repertory. So symptoms not converted into rubric, it's exactly directly given in the prover's language. This repertory is useful where the mind, dreams, fear are not so prominent. Lots of clinical rubrics associated with the sex and of pathology, age. And one of the beauty of this repertory is useful when two separate pathologies are met with. And here actually I would like to show something interesting. In Nair's you won't find in any other repertory. There is a beautiful chapter called Pregnancy. You won't find in any other repertory. Use it. And finally, a case from my practice. It is a case of multinodular goiter. She came to me. Actually, with the history of neck long ago, that was revealed later on after taking the case. See, We have underwent the ultrasound scan, multinodular goiter, and also we have done the FNSA also, colloid nodules. So not much mental symptoms available except past history of hysteria, hypochondriasis. So there is a progressive debility has been found in that where I observed that case. Very discouraged kind of patient, trembling extremities, with a history of injury on neck region. So this is how I analyzed the case. Parts of the body: external throat glands, cervical, external throat external glands, induration, glands swelling hard, aggravation, injuries from glands of swallowing aggravation, and all. My friends, I have purposefully chosen this case because just I have done this case with therapeutic pocketbook only, the first repertory. So diseases like this also can be treated like this. So most of the times we get confused, can it be done with this? A small repertory, but see the result. So conium is coming up very strongly, and you know conium, one of the medicine for glandular diseases and hard nodular tumors and all. This is from boric conformation, and the remedy given: conium maculatum 30, 3 doses with placebo, and after 1 month, this is how she is. And my friends, thank you very much giving me this opportunity, and Dr. Kalathia also choosing me as one of the speaker for you to share my experiences and all. I would like to share you something about learning. I think you people, all of you know Dr. Kunjali von Fimmelsberg, Jost Kunjali von Fimmelsberg. He is a Swedish physician. He is an author of Repertory in general, enlarged version and augmented version of Dr. Kent's Repertory. While writing Spirit of Homeopathy book, Dr. Shankaran went to him. Actually, at that time, Dr. Kunjali was at his 90s. So he asked him to write a preface for that book, The Spirit of Homeopathy. You might have known about that book. While writing that preface, he said to Dr. Shankaran, after practicing homeopathy for more than 50 years, now I feel I am learning and understanding a little bit of homeopathy now. So that is the importance of learning. See, at the age of ripe age of 90 years and 50 years of practicing this way, when he said such kind of thing, we are very small, so we can learn and grow. Let us do it. And thank you once and all. Thank you very much, Dr. Kalathia, making me part of this wonderful project. Thank you very much.